is comfortable with it. But we are getting some dragons in here. We got the Smolder as this pick, which I actually think Smolder is fantastic into these kind of compositions here, where there's going to be so many North America this year. So that is the mark that they are going to be shooting for.
Well, XU and Huhi trying to go for an early invade here, putting the pressure onto Blabber. Has to flash away, but now the collapse is coming in from Loki and Vulcan. Nice pull back onto XU, who's got to try to escape back over this wall, and he does get that distance. First blood over to Darkwings on the Anivia. Disguised invade ends up paying dividends, but they still will lose one of their
That one always gets me. That's a classic.
It's one of the old school ones, as we will see both of our junglers fighting over the Scuttle Crab here in the top side river, as Sven and Vulcan happy to scrap down here in bottom lane. Allow Smolder to keep trading and farming stacks as Blabber's about to die here. Castle claims him. Thanatos goes in for XU, wants to make that an even trade, but the Feat of Warfare has already been secured by Disguised as Loki's Rise just gets destroyed here, and Thanatos is trapped inside of the Rift Herald pit. He tries to get away with the Umbral Dash over the wall, but Castle's ready to follow, and C9 is having a bad time in the early game. Disguised getting the better. Make some quick work of these with the Aatrox and Skarner. They'll take out the first one. XU stepping up though, priming the Keeper's Verdict, but he does not let it fire. Darkwings, Huhi, and Rahel all moving forward now too, but Cloud9's also bringing in backup of their own. They've already claimed the first 2 grubs, but Disguise does. Because
otherwise, Anivia was just one-shotting every wave forever and just walling you off, and you could never actually get it in siege.
Somebody get Froggen on the phone. The expert, Sven, avoiding the damage from Castle here, as now he and Vulcan are firing back into this Fed. Scion, there's the pull, brings him back in as Blabber arrives. Sven does take a little bit more damage there from the decimating smash, and Blabber ends up using the ulti to kill Castle, reposition XU a little bit, but they don't have enough damage left to actually threaten XU2. Sven very low on. Sven at 68 stacks on the Smolder, so not a particularly super fast Smolder stacking game. Remember,
and when you hit 125, etc., you know, you do start AoE stacking a lot faster and you have more CDR.
Okay, Vulcan taking the Rise ulti, the Realm Warp there to get on top of Darkwings with this Anivia, and there's the egg getting procced. Now they have to make sure that they can kill him the second time, but the egg is very tough. Darkwings buys enough time to stay alive for now. He's still trying to get away, but the Rune Prison comes back off cooldown. Because you can occupy so much space with it. Right now, that's not the case, but there's the wall summoned up. Nice combination with the Poppy. Point blank ulti, but it's not enough to kill Loki just yet. And finally, Darkwings gets the last hit with a Frostbite. Blabber's just defending here in the mid lane. We do have the Herald spawned now in the top side of the river. There's a very nice pull on the Darkwings, followed up by Blabber beautifully. Disguised are in some serious trouble as Huhi's going to be killed off first. Thanatos jumps into the fight, and Darkwings is still staying alive. Castle defending beautifully, though. The decimating smashes there in Disguise are turning it right back around. The double kill over to Castle. Scion, the raid boss, joins the fight.
We talked about Scion having hands. This Scion definitely has hands. It is very dangerous.
Okay, Vulcan sidestepping away from the ulti here, but he's still getting chased down. The decimating smash still finds the stun. Castle needs a little bit more damage, but he will not find it. Sven hits him with a snot bubble there. Another trade back. I think Castle should still be turning it around. They're still up 7-5 in terms of kills. They're still up slightly in terms of gold. Now, the Rift Herald has been claimed by C9, and it looks like they want to put the pressure onto this Tier 1 turret top.
Yeah, we'll see what they're able to do here. 4 members of C9 looking for a potential dive onto Castle. All they have to do is wait for this wave to get in.
Yeah, Castle's just, he knows they're coming. He's got to get ready, dig in, plan out his defense here, wants to try to clear out that wave as quickly as possible. Now he's just going to use the ulti and take his leave.
Yeah, I mean, Huhi was moving up, but Huhi is not going to be able to save you in a 2v5. The problem is they're going to get a charge on the next tower now, and they're just continuing to go. DSG just kind of lackadaisical in how they were responding to this. Now they're up here.
Ooh, nice use of the Keeper's Verdict there to turn this into a fair fight for Disguise. 3 versus 3, and Rahel is free firing again with a nice true shot barrage here onto Thanatos, and they take him down with XU's pop.
Where they can contest it.
They don't even see it. Yeah, I don't think they even know. Now they do.
Yeah, now they're aware, but I think it's a little bit too little, a little bit too late. 4,008 it down, and C9 sneak it away, no fight.
Really nice Otacon sneak from C9. They don't give DSG the chance. XU.
He's fine. He's chilling. Okay.
But yeah, like we talked about how DSG could potentially set up around that Otacon. C9 doesn't even give them the chance of setting up.
Okay, Dark Wings walking towards what could have been a very dangerous tri-brush, but manages to get himself back away as Disguised are going after their soul point Drake. C9 do want to contest this one. Sven at 206 stacks on the Smolder, so not at that 225 breakpoint. Nice true shot barrage there onto the enemy AD carry as Castle's making a lot of space. He goes in for the Magnet Storm, but it's a swing and a miss as C9 disengages. Vulcan with a nice pull there onto Huhi, but that's not going to get much done. Vulcan's the first to drop as Disguise takes some damage, but they're all 5 still standing. C9 wants to move forward yet again. Disguise with the Dragon down to about 3,000 HP. Blabber thinking about the possibility of a steal here, but he thinks better of it. C9 just have to disengage there.
Has the XQ up and available. Almost got it going during that fight. He was up to 223 during that Dragon fight because he was constantly splashing Qs through the Dragon onto XQ, stacking up like that. But I mean, when Huhi went in, yeah, he didn't find the
far forward. Mom is summoned just for some wave clear. Should be pretty easy to clear this out after that, but no, Castle is just going to charge straight ahead and hard force this tier 1 turret down.
Exactly, they see Loki
causing problems down here in this bottom lane at the tier 2 turret. He needs slightly more damage to finish the job and get this one done. Castle wants to show up and try to stop it, but Loki accomplishes his mission. Now the Realm Warp to get him away or to get him straight into the base where he can then teleport. Okay, it's a 5-head play. You teleport into the base, up and ready to go as C9 now occupy the bottom side of this river as the Dragon is started up. It's dropping rather quickly. Sven with the poke on this Smolder. He has his Infinity Edge rapid fire cannon, but now Disguise is full sending it going in. Loki's already dead at the very start of the fight. Blabber gets a 3-man ulti though, but nobody on Disguised is dead. XU staying alive for now, but he is finally taken down by Thanatos. 4v4 with the Dragon down to 1500 HP. Castle here on the front line, but the Dragon is secured by Blabber and C9. A nice pull from Vulcan brings back Castle, and Sven executes him. Now Huhi, Rahel, and Darkwings are looking for a little bit more with Castle's dead body, but Darkwings misses the Flash Frost. Now Sven is on the hunt. He finds another nice bounce with the burn, but Vulcan misses the rocket grab onto Huhi. Disguised, still trying to before that fight was a big power spike as well.
just flashed nothing.
C9 now 6,000 HP left on the Baron. Disguise going forward, Keeper's Verdict there onto Blabber.
It's their Baron.
Castle making space. Disguise just walk in and take the Baron. C9 without proper preparation for the objective find themselves in a bad spot. Nice 2-man pull coming out from Blabber though, and Rahel is already dead. Huhi's gonna join him. The Baron might have got stolen away, but Thanatos wants revenge, and Disguised are not gonna be stopping him. That egg's getting scrambled. Loki with the shutdown, and C9 are on the push.
Oh my gosh, C9 coming out ahead. These suppressions coming out of Blabber have been absolutely crucial to get Sven's damage out. Sven remains untouched throughout these fights.
The game.
Really nice Realm Warp from Loki too on the backside of that. And now C9 are just barreling down mid.
We'll see. I mean, they do have Baroned up minions to try to defend, and great cut. So XU goes behind and he gets the next wave there. Castle should be able to kill this one off, so C9 aren't going to go for it.
Carry damage will outpace however tanky the tank wants to become, and Sven is hitting that point on this Smolder.
Those things that hits you, not even counting the base damage, right? So it is so much every time you get splashed. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, Vulcan goes for the pull, but he doesn't find anybody here just yet. Disguise continuing to push forward now with another Keeper's Verdict onto Blabber. Double flash over the wall from C9 to avoid Castle, as Thanatos now wants to stay away from Rahel. Castle takes a ton of damage, so massive engage coming out from Huhi. The Magnet Storm onto everybody, and Vulcan and Sven are already down. Loki taken very low now too. Disguise may have just found their moment off the back of Huhi's Rel, clutching up when they need him most.
Huhi just saved the game for Disguise. That's going to give them control. Mountain Soul now to Disguise. This game just got a lot more interesting, and C9 are going to look at that one.
And that was a crazy...
He does make enough distance there with a flap, flap, flap. Damage dealt to the champions in the last team fight. Rahel racking up the DPS as now Blabber caught here at the very front of the fight. Nice engage coming out from Castle, but they need a little bit more damage to finish the job. Thanatos here in the front line now too. But Loki gets a very nice kill in return onto Huhi to make it an even trade. Blabber for Huhi. Big engage mechanisms are down. XU at half HP. C9 marching down mid lane, but Disguised is waiting around off to the side. It forces C9 to rethink their positioning. They head towards the bottom side river, and Rahel with a nice WQ combo takes off half of Sven's HP immediately.
Yeah, and C9 recognizing, like, okay, we're just going to charge up mid. Our jungler is dead. We can't really necessarily contest this Baron, although now
They've got
to be coming in.
Now they're thinking about it. True Shot Barrage only hits Vulcan. Loki caught by the decimating smash there, takes some quick damage at the very start. Has to go golden to try to survive, and Dark Wings is forced into the egg form. Both mid laners under pressure. Both mid laners down. Thanatos, Sven, and Vulcan now, they have to try to scramble and protect Sven. The Smolder is the hope for Cloud9, and Disguise are forcing their way forward. Thanatos about to fall. Castle goes on a killing spree. Vulcan gets a pull, but he only kills himself. Now Sven trying to stand alone. He gets a killing spree with the execution. Castle is very low, but he's not dead yet. If he goes 40% HP, Disguise are trying to force this. Blabber wants to approach, but the Keeper's verdict immediately denies him. With Blabber forced back, it's a free Baron for the side of Disguise, but now they
feels like this is the great equalizer, so if they can get it, we'll see if C9 can still pull off the sweep.
And honestly, things are still pretty equal with where we're standing. Disguise certainly, I would think, have the advantage with the Soul plus slight gold lead, but now Vulcan finds a pull only onto XU. Thanatos could be in some danger here with Huhi and Dark Wings putting a ton of damage into the Aatrox. Thanatos has been caught out. He's got Guardian Angel, so he's going to come back to life, but nobody on C9 is nearby to try to save him. Thanatos gets killed here at the very start. C9 trying to turn their attention over onto the Elder, maybe steal this away anyway, but Castle charging in. C9 carries are vulnerable, and now DSG is full sending it after Cloud9 on a 5v4. Rahel is dominating. Vulcan is already gone, and so is Sven. C9 just got wiped out, and Disguise take the fight.
DSG with a massive team fight win there, and we'll see if they can try to end the game. They actually stopped the teleport out from Loki, and Casso's just going to chase him while the rest of the team is going to go down mid. DSG were close in game 1, couldn't close that one out, but in game 3, they are making sure of it.
As soon as the game looked out of their control, Huhi gets that clutch engage. They're able to take back the game in their favor. They're going to, against odds, take a game against C9.
Beautifully done from Disguised. Huhi's hero rel play sets up the comeback. It's not going to be a clean sweep. It's not going to be the fastest series of the year. It's Disguised taking us to game 4.